I don't know whether anyone can hear me over the music or anything right now. I'm hoping so. Hi, we're streaming today.
Oh, hi. Hello. We are streaming on this day that is today.
So, Slicer, are we visible yet?
There we go. Okay. I just got the notification to join the stream.
I am watching the stream and talking to you at the same time.
Okay, so what we're basically doing right now is just setting up a sound test to make sure that everything is audible. Because I had to finagle some stuff, because if you look in the options here, you see that there is no volume bar for these. So you have to do it manually in the audio mixer. So
this isn't what you normally do in a stream, but I need you guys to shut up for like 5 seconds.
Alrighty.
What is the volume at right now? Like 10% or 5 or?
I usually have everything set at like 27, and this is right now at like 7 or 8.
Knock it down to like 4, and I think we'll be good.
Okay, bear with me. I don't know whether you can see any of this. I was at 6, and now we're at 3.
Patient.
Everything is so much quieter compared to the Skype call we're in, so it's a little hard to tell, but the audience should be able to help with that.
Yeah.
Alright, we good?
Once again, Guy has jumped in immediately. Seriously, you're an awesome dude.
Yeah, just really on the ball.
Yeah. Patient one also said restaurant industry. Oh, you're in for a lot of pain. And as somebody who works in the restaurant industry, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun, but it's a challenge, certainly. So we'll work out the sound issues as we go on. If it's still too loud, then I can just turn off the music and we can just go from there. So what this is basically you run a restaurant. And you get to choose what's on the menu, and there are little mini games where you have to cook it. And I'm going to demonstrate one of those mini games right F now. Let's go with salad because it's simple. So, someone comes in, hit prep station, and it will give you something you have to cook. There's your ingredients on the right. Yeah, and basically you have to get it more or less all correct, and you get a good order, and you get, yay, that's nice, and there's a combo system in it as well. So you get everything right for a long time, and it's great. You get things mostly right, like say, not quite there, you get an okay one, and that still loses your combo.
So it's the DDR of McDonald's.
Kind of, yeah.
That one guy said the sound is good, so.
Sounds good? Excellent.
Yeah.
Because the sound is a big part of this game that I love. Especially the main theme that we kind of had to skip over for the sake of setup. But, yeah. This is all just great. So, this is the menu that I've been running with because it's all fairly simple, and that helps. I hate lasagna with a passion. I did not know how much I could hate lasagna until I played this game.
Lasagna is something that is an art, I feel.
Okay, so we're just gonna start up a day, and you're going to see me panic at some point, probably. So, small cola with ice and squeezy flavor. I'm probably gonna stop talking at some point during this, so just to let you know in advance.
That is understandable. Also, Guy says, my sister works at a restaurant, says her boss is worse than most customers. I have been lucky enough to never have a bad boss.
I've had several bosses. Some are just not great, but I've always had a pretty good relationship with my bosses because I tend to be funny and not really like upset or angry, and I do my job properly usually. But like you get some bosses that are just like, I'm just not gonna do my job. I'm just gonna sit in the office. You guys can work.
Yeah. That is some... This is the nice bit where I don't have to focus that much and can just do, and then things.
Perfect combo.
Yeah, aren't I
How
great at
fast
this game?
can you murder?
Wait
How
until
fast?
in like
Oh,
5 seconds when the rush hour starts.
the toilet appeared. It was cleaning the toilet. I was, oh, we're serving food out of the toilet now. Okay.
Shit.
Toilet soup right here for you.
Okay, there. And then, carrots. You end up learning the recipes because you have to.
Oh, boy. This looks like all sorts of fun, I must say. And by that I mean I hate restaurant similars. I hate every single restaurant simulator so much because it's so much multitasking, and I have to do that enough of my own normal job.
Yeah, I imagine if you work in the food industry, you probably don't want to play a game about the food industry. Like,
Yep, probably. I'm trying to pay attention to the conversation and doing this at the same time. It's not going...
I can tell. It's very obvious. You're talking like me when I'm giving a project speech. Just trying to hurry through your words.
Ready for cheese?
Does it eventually stop telling you the recipes? I couldn't tell if you said that or not.
No, not really. It's just that the recipes get ridiculously complicated.
Ah, gotcha. Wait, you have to clean the toilets and do the dishes too? How many people are you?
All of them. You're all the people.
Oh.
As a cook, you have to take out the trash. You have to clean your floors. You have to clean your tables regularly. There's a lot of cleaning aside from just cooking, and so it feels more like he's more like a cook. But I don't have to clean the toilet, so.
I did.
God, I would hope not.
I did. I hate you.
Why would the cook have to clean the toilet? That doesn't make sense. Even if you wash your hands, it's still kind of disgusting.
It was more like the people up front took care of the lobby, and I took care of most of the stuff in the back.
Ethan, what's up?
Hey, welcome. Casey's currently trying to cook and run a restaurant.
Calm
and
down a little bit, so I'm okay.
This is about as chaotic as real life.
Yeah, it's a...
I want to say you don't have 30 seconds to cook a successful meal, though, before the customer flips out, but I mean, that might be possible.
You have to cook really, really fast and a lot.
I've
and
seen some
do
really
multiple
angry
things at
white
once.
women, so...
Also,
you know.
whoever decided that for ice cream you need to have chocolate and mint chocolate, I hate them.
Why? You're
Because
just gonna
you
get
glance
watered
down-
down mint. That's
You glance
stupid.
down at the thing that you have to cook, and you're like, "Oh, just chocolate." And it's like, "No!" and it goes wrong.
Oh. I thought you meant on like a personal level. You didn't agree with that sort of meal.
No, I'm fine with it. I like mint chocolate.
Oh, Rush Hour. Boy, I love Rush Hour.
Yeah. What's his name? Carter or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Nah. And Jackie Chan, and yeah.
Hey, Bomber. Also, Guy, that is a hell of a way to start your first day. Like, damn. Somebody threw up in his soup, or their soup, on his first day.
Lovely.
Boy. I once had to work up front, and I was serving up like meals for people who were eating in restaurant, and this old lady got really, really mad because her serving, like the chicken she got, was too small for her. She's like, "I'm hungry. I pay so much for this. Come over here and look at my." And she was just trying to pull me across over into the lobby to look at her chicken, and then like yell at me. And it's like, I can't do that. I have to serve other people. And she's just shouting and yelling at me. And it was awful. And my boss had to step in and save me.
At least your boss stepped in for you. Like, the alternative is them just letting you suffer.
'Cause,
And then
oh,
laughing about it.
but you get some really dumb customers in fast food. Like, we've had people come in and say, hey, yeah, I'll have a Big Mac. We're like, this is KFC. Oh. And
Wow.
then they just drive on through.
I'll have a Whopper then, I guess.
Or those, I think it's the other day there was this like Chinese lady who was like who drove in and then like got on the speaker was like, oh no, I don't need food, and it just drove through.
What?
She just kind of she changed her mind.
Did you just want some social interaction? Like, what the fuck? Someone talk to me, please.
I'm an amazing chef
So,
and
you get some
cleaner and rat catcher apparently and everything. I'm just awesome at everything all the time. Is what you just learned.
Casey, it's hard to make fun of you when you're doing so well. Fuck up more.
Well, here's the thing. A lot of foods you can't just leave on the menu just so you can put all the easy ones on and they're fine. You never have to worry about it. You get what's called menu rot, where the things that you have can just people are like, we don't want that anymore. Put something else on the menu. So you have to get rid of it and put something else on.
Oh, so your menu has a limited space, or like what? How does this work?
Yeah, you only have you start off with 4 slots, and then you can upgrade to 6 as it goes on.
I see. And I assume the money you get for beating the levels is what you pay with the base for stuff for.
Yep. So you can buy new foods and upgrade your foods and stuff.
Oh, I was about to ask, the stars by the foods, that's like the quality of the food item itself? Like the burger tastes better, something with more stars?
Yep.
And the difficulty to make it, I assume.
Fun.
Yeah.
Catch you later, patient. Have a good day.
Yeah, patient's heading out.
Okay.
He said, I'd really like to stay and watch Casey continue to excel. He has hopes for you now.
I have to put lasagna on the menu though, so
you see, the thing with most restaurant managers is that they quit because of the stress, and it's not just one day; it's multiple days where it's bad and bad. It's too much to handle.
I would say that's why most managers leave, actually.
Yeah, Casey, you're going to have to deal with some of that stress. Isn't that great?
Some of. I think he already is, and dealing with all of it. He doesn't have any employees he can just abuse.
He's not being pressured by superiors, though. We're not making enough money. Are there inspections in this game where people come to inspect your store for like health and safety?
Yep. I call her the safety
great.
bitch. She comes in every 5 days. I call her the safety bitch, and yeah, you have to. It means the chores that you have to do, like washing dishes and taking out the trash and stuff. You have less time to do those.
Yeah, that's
I don't
accurate.
like her. I don't like her at all.
That's very accurate, actually.
Ethan asks if one of your customers is an orange cat. I'd also like to ask if it is Monday for you.
It's the 37th day, so it's Tuesday, technically.
Oh, 1 day off. Damn.
Oh, hey, Giant Cop is now available on Steam.
What?
Giant Cop, justice above all. You're a giant cop, and you go and you pick up the little criminals. It's like a VR game. I want it for PSVR. I want it for PSVR.
Do you then slam them into the ground and cause puddles?
I assume you can just kind of flick them away or throw them. You're a giant cop, and you have like a giant gun that shoots giant plungers.
Gross.
Shit, I forgot what I was going to ask.
Well, probably didn't matter then.
Yep.
Fucking lasagna.
Lasagna is great.
Damn, you were not kidding. That is a mess.
Yep. There is a pattern to lasagnas, and it's basically upright, down, left, upright, down, left, upright, down, left. But if it's like a special lasagna, like a meat or a veggie one, then it has to be upright, ingredient, down, left, upright, ingredient, down, left.
Oh. Why did you put lasagna on your menu? You said you had to, but did you actually have to?
It is the most expensive item I have on the menu currently. That is not one of the ones that I already was using.
Oh, I see.
Lost focus.
It's okay, you don't need it. You don't need your focus anyways, just keep going. This is just awful.
Yeah, I can't speak for restaurant managers, but I recently just started a new job at Tyson's, if anyone has those around them. And this is the second time I'm joining a job where the manager is just as new as I am, and they're taking over for a manager who's so long since lost the ability to care. So the entire store is an utter mess. This has happened for both of my jobs in retail. The good side is, nobody judges me if I do a bad job, because everyone's kind of scrambling to do anything. The downside is, nobody knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah. I was like, what's Tyson's? And I googled it, and I got Mike Tyson's. So you're working for Mike Tyson, then?
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. Exclusively ears. Not
just
boxing equipment.
Make sure to wear some like thick. Just wear some like thick headphones over your ears, just at all times.
Mm-hmm. Now it's a farm supply store, outdoors, plumbing, all that whole stuff.
Oh, yummy! That sounds like a lot of fun. Look at all these people trying to come into your restaurant day by day after day. I mean, don't they realize they got better things to do with their life than come to this crappy restaurant?
Hey.
Is it possible to overbeat that beat?
Yes. You have to hit it exactly six times. Every time.
Huh.
See, this is why, like, I'd rather play one of those bartending games that, like, have a lot of story and stuff. I actually like those a lot. It's just like people swapping stories and it's chill.
Yeah, this is more of an arcade game, really.
Yeah, this doesn't seem to have any kind of story to it. Like,
yeah.
I do wish it had some kind of story to it. That would be pretty cool. Like, between the levels, you could... Even if it's just like a text dump or something. Like, something to make you a little more invested, but...
Well, there is progression in the sense that you can improve your restaurant and you will get a fancier looking restaurant. And better customers will come around and stuff.
So the basic watch the bars go up kind of game, then.
Kind of.
You know, it's like 4 or 5 of the same basic faces and body types, just in different clothes.
Mm-hmm.
I have a secret to tell you, Zero. I'm not really looking at the customers.
No, probably not.
Well, it's okay. I'm not really looking at what you're doing. I'm
Bomber
looking at
asks if
everything
you
else.
beat the chick, if you beat the meat more than 6 times, your customers go blind.
Don't make me laugh.
You get like that Mario Kart blooper ink effect on your screen and you can't see anywhere.
If yours is black, mate, you've got a problem.
No. Maybe you should slow down.
Don't beat it too many times. Gosh. Oh.
It's a good thing Patient left. He would, I think he might have had a heart attack at that conversation.
Oh, he's not that bad.
You're excelling right now, according to him. So you have to live up to his expectations.
Still haven't missed one. So, does that count?
No.
Is that the only way to spell Excel, or did he just spell it like Microsoft Excel on purpose?
No, that's how you spell Excel.
Okay.
I mean, you could try to spell it like Excel, like acceleration, but that's different.
Yeah.
That's literally a different word. Ethan F says, once you go black, you never go back.
In this sense, because it's physically impossible to go back. Probably.
Oh, man. I've got some really bad... Bomber BCM says, patient can appreciate a good sex joke even if it's not his cup of tea.
I couldn't tell you. In my experience, he just kind of shuts down anytime anything lewd comes up.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad... I'm not blaming him for it or anything, but...
I mean, when I first joined the podcast, I couldn't even say the word dick, and now look where I am.
Aha! We've corrupted you.
To be fair, you guys weren't the only force trying to corrupt me. So
when I apply for jobs and they ask what my biggest accomplishment will be, that is what I will list.
I mean, I still won't say certain words, but like I'm much more. Yeah.
So, you get emails sometimes, and sometimes they give you money. This is a new one on me.
Is this the site where I gamble with money? Please take attached funds and invest in 1,000 shares of Orange Computers. Thank you. So is that their version of Apple?
I don't know.
I think it's even funnier if Apple does exist and he's just a fucking idiot.
I would like to invest in 1,000 shares of Orange Computers. Thank you. Here is money. Okay. Do what? Just take a bet. Bet $300 on that. I'm Crazy Dave.
He's Crazy Dave.
Crazy Dave.
To upgrade the fish again. God damn. Alright, so fix the menu again. Once this day's over, I actually get the restaurant upgraded and stuff. So that's...
Nice.
I hope
what is
something
that?
interesting happens.
What does that do functionally?
Functionally, it you get more prep stations for one. That's what happened last time. I started with 4 and now I have 5, which means more customers will show up at the same time, which is mixed blessing.
Okay. More money, but yeah. Do you ever get more time to prepare meals? Is that like an upgrade you can get, or are you just kind of fucked?
Yeah, you can buy equipment that will give you more time for people just, waiting there. And the same for chores and stuff. You can increase the amount of time or decrease the amount of stuff you have to do for the chores. And
I'm watching this while wearing my Proto Man Buster replica, the life-size one that I got. It's so comfortable. You put your arm in and you feel like you're Proto Man. That's a little
Bomber
trigger
says, now that I think about it, if I could go back in time with millions, I'd rather give my money to people so that more movies get made. Which is an interesting way to view it, actually. I watched the documentary of the best movies never made, and it was so sad seeing those great ideas never being seen on the big screen.
Oh,
okay, that makes more sense now. Yeah.
That's a selfless thing right there. We need to put more we need to put more money into things so that we can get more movies, and we need to put more money into people who can't make movies, so that we can get more bad movies as well.
Yeah, absolutely, more B stuff. Also, Guy, on Memorial Weekend, I worked at a Renaissance fair. My group is so successful, we might be putting on a bigger show next year, so that was pretty fantastic.
I went to a picnic for Memorial Day weekend, and on Memorial Day, and they had lots of food, and it was in a park. We had the whole family there. It was pretty great, but my parents got mad when I was looking at my phone. So, whatever. I recently got...
You do what you want?
Yeah, I do what I want. I recently got the new what is it, Pokemon app thing where it's Magikarp Splash.
What?
And you have a Magikarp, and the Magikarp, it's like it's Magikarp Jump, right? And you have to raise your Magikarp so that it can jump the highest. And
Okay, then.
And then once you get into its max level and you complete the league or it loses, you say screw you and you throw that fish away and you grab a new one that's better. And they all
Is it too stupid to realize it doesn't need to breathe, and so it walks on water or walks on land?
You carry it to the league, and like the league battles of jumping, and it's not in the water at all. So yes.
That is still my favorite concept, by the way. Something too stupid to realize it needs to do something.
I really hope RxM updates that fic at some point.
Really do. It was a good one.
And
it's
then
refreshing that he doesn't change either. I appreciate that he's stubborn about his opinions.
Let's see. Ethan F said he worked on Memorial Day weekend. He's off staying tomorrow, and he had the day before yesterday off, so it works out. That one guy says I barbecued some tri-tip for my family. That's good. I like tri-tip. And Bomber BCM says if Jodorowsky had been able to make his movie adaptation of Dune, then that could have been Star Wars before Star Wars. He just needed the funding. That's a good point.
Actually, could he? Is that guy dead? Because he could probably apply for funding right now. Like,
I think the author of Dune is dead.
Oh, that's a shame.
They had, I think his kid made a sequel or something.
Oh,
I never
yeah,
read it.
That's that series. Okay, he made like 3/4 of one, and then his kid finished it, I believe was the case.
Yeah. I only read the first one, but I don't know.
Spice Must Flow and all that stuff, right? The sandworms?
Yeah.
That's that one,
Yeah. And the sandworms and the spices and whatnot. Desert planet make great warriors. Boy, I love Rush Hour.
Dinner Rush!
When it said Rush Hour, the font was looking like it was kanji or something. Are you in China or Japan or something?
Probably not. I don't know.
Are you a Chinese restaurant that serves lasagna? Are you that person? Oh, yeah. Bomber ECM says, Jodorowsky, the director's alive, but he lost interest. Oh, okay.
Of the Dune movies, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually try the pizza at Chinese buffet places because just to see what it tastes like.
I take one look at the pizza in Chinese places, and I'm like, no. And then my brother goes and gets it. So, my brother used to always eat the chicken nuggets and pizza at Chinese buffets, just all the time, and I would just feel profoundly disappointed in him.
Would it be exclusively that, or was he just trying it?
He always got it, only that.
In fairness,
Okay,
I hate most Chinese food too. I just get chicken fried rice and the sweet and sour chicken balls.
Yeah, then I introduced my brother to orange chicken, and he began to love it. So. Because my little brother loves spicy things. So, it worked out.
Ethan, my man. Mozzarella sticks are where it's at. Fucking love mozzarella sticks.
Mozzarella sticks are the best.
That marinara sauce going, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn on this Proto Man Buster, and it makes that jingle. Do you think it would be too loud?
Crawfish, I don't know how to eat, so I can't say if they're good or not, because every time I try, I just get shell and shit. So, but frog legs though, fucking frog legs, the best, really good, like surprisingly good.
I've never had frog legs or crawfish, but when I was on my cruise, there was a fancy dinner night, and we all got dressed up and went to the fancy dinner deck, and they had lobster, and lobster's really good.
Fancy.
Fancy. Barbie Sim says, as a Louisiana resident, I never respect crawfish from Chinese restaurants. Angry emote.
I can understand that, honestly. Like, if you come from an area where that's the big thing, like, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Ethan F says, you pull off the tail, take the shell off like you would a shrimp, eat the meat, and then suck all the juices out of the head. That's how you eat crawfish.
That's weird. I would have to watch somebody do it if I wanted to try to, or watch a video of somebody eating. I don't know.
I'd rather just go for crab legs. They're easier.
Yeah.
Just grab a hammer. Just grab a hammer and take it to the crab.
I actually don't know why people say that frog legs taste like chicken. They really don't. Like, they taste nothing like chicken. They don't even have the same texture.
I once went to Gatorland in Florida, and they had like alligator nuggets made from real alligator. And it tasted like chicken. So yeah, that's what I think. That somebody actually ate something that was not chicken but tasted like it. I guess it's more like it's a point of reference that you immediately have because it's not like beef. You know?
That's fair. It is not as tough meat. It is very soft.
Yeah. Like, if you had alligator first, and then you had chicken, you'd be like, wow, that chicken tastes just like alligator.
Does it have the same texture? I don't think I've ever had alligator. Aside from, like, beef jerky sticks that were probably, like, 2% alligator.
It's pretty close. Ethan F. says, also, you should not respect crawfish from Chinese buffets. You probably shouldn't respect anything from Chinese buffets. Ouch. Also, alligator is pretty good. Reminds me of, like, fish and chicken combined. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, actually, now that I think about it. Barbie CM says, alligator is great fried. And that one guy says, pretty good fried up with hot sauce.
It depends on the quality of the Chinese buffet, because the one I usually go to has some pretty great sushi. Like, it's not like a fancy sushi place, but it's pretty good stuff.
There's a place near my house well, not near my house, but it's in the general area, where it's all you can eat sushi for like $13, and it's the best. You can just get more and more and more sushi.
I'm actually surprised at that, because sushi is, like, you can eat a lot of it.
Yeah, and it's super expensive normally, so it's like the price of one serving of sushi for, like, unlimited sushi. Barnaby Sam says, it's weird because for me getting meat from crabs is annoying and hard, but it was always my least favorite of the seafoods. Oh. Ethan F says, anyone else here had calf fries? I don't even know that was a thing.
I'm Googling that. What?
Calf as in calf, as in baby cow, or
yes,
calf as in caffeine?
As in baby cow, I believe. Oh no. They're also known as Rocky Mountain oysters.
Oh, I thought he meant like the beef version of chicken strips, which is what Google told me. I don't know.
I don't.
Chicken strips are good.
I don't even know how to pronounce that, guy. Kavish? Kevish?
I've had some weird food in my day. Like, I had a friend who was, like, Filipino, or he's, like, half Filipino, and he had, like, they were having, like, a Mardi Gras party or something, and I was invited, and they had, like, a Fear Factor type thing with foods, right? And so, the final thing, like, there was some stuff like, you know, pig's feet and chicken feet and stuff like that. But the final thing that they had to offer was this thing called a bola, I believe it was called. But it was raw, and it's like this unborn, half-formed duck. Wow. In like the form of a ball, like they opened the egg up, and they were able to solidify it, and it's you can see like part of the duck is starting to form, like a little bit of a beak and stuff. And
Man,
I
people
had
are
to
fucked up.
and I had to eat that, and I did. It was awful, but I ate the whole thing. And
Why didn't you just try one bite and go like, no, nope, that ain't
Because
for
it was
me.
Because it was Fear Factor, and I'm not gonna lose.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, I didn't hear that part.
Yeah, it was a Fear Factor thing where we had to go through rounds, and I made it that far, and that was the final round. And I'm like, screw it, I'm gonna eat it all, and I did.
Well, fair enough. I would probably do the same, especially if it was the final round. Like, fuck that, push it.
I tied with the some other people. Like 2 of the people were like Filipino that were doing it, and they're like, "Oh man, this is the best! This is great! This is like a reward." And I'm like, "Oh no, oh no, I gotta do it! I gotta do it!"
What is hoghead cheese? That sounds disgusting, and southern.
Yes, and as somebody who spent like 10 years in the South, I'm pretty sure it is disgusting.
Look.
Meaty Rome lasagna. You gotta do it, Casey.
I fucked it up. You're a little bit behind, but I fucked it up.
Oh yeah, I saw. I'm not as far as behind as Slicer is because my connection's a bit better.
I have no idea how that works. Like, it says live for me. Like, I am live with the chat.
The world is a vampire. That's why.
Alright, then. Actually, Guy, that sounds really good.
Lamb, crab, or shrimp with lemon juice, tomato, avocado, onion, and cucumber. Eat with the side or chips. You know, one thing I actually really like. I've never really necessarily gone into clam or oyster, but like mussels, like mussels, mussels, those things.
Yeah.
You have that like Italian style with like all the sauce and everything, and it's delicious.
I've never felt the desire to even try those things after watching the... Shit, what's it called? The movie about the germs?
Well, hey, I've eaten them like a lot throughout my life, and I'm still alive, so that must mean that they're okay.
Potentially.
That's what I say. You make sure you get them at like a good, like if you go to like Buca de Beppo or something, go get them because they're good. And Buca de Beppo has good quality stuff. But like, there's some things you just don't want to get at cheap restaurants. Oh, yeah, Barber BCM name explains it all. Cheese made with the flesh from the head of pigs, brain, eyes, and ears included. Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
The movie was Osmosis Jones back in 2001. And the series that came after it. Cartoon series.
Osmosis Jones.
That had Chris Rock in it, didn't it?
Yes. He was the titular character.
I remember Osmosis Jones. That was a fun show, and then they turned it into fun movie, and then they turned it into a show. That slowly stopped being fun.
Yeah, it was decent for a while.
It was on a downward spiral. I feel like.
It could stop. Stop messaging me on the... I think that was right. Fuck.
You're doing everything wrong, though.
Shut up.
Actually, menudo looks really delicious. I would like to try that.
Yeah. Ethan F says, I'm Texan. I have access to good Mexican food. As somebody who used to live in Texas, I can attest to that as well. And somebody who lives in California now, I also still technically have access to good Mexican food.
Don't you also have access to good seafood as well?
Yeah.
Or is there really no...
Yeah, I have access to good seafood as well. I'm living the life up in here.
Fuck you.
just not water.
Oh no, Northern California has water now.
Oh.
It's just Southern California that's suffering because screw them.
Do they deserve it?
Yeah.
Which one is
Obviously.
the one that has Los Angeles in it?
Southern California.
There you go.
Yeah, Ethan, I've never drank enough to have a hangover, so I really couldn't tell you. I just felt kind of fuzzy once, but that disappeared after like an hour.
I don't drink at all. Nee.
I've also never got drunk before, just tipsy and heavily tipsy. So, you know, I don't ever want to be drunk. So, fair enough.
Bomber BCM says, the only food nearby I haven't tried is a Brazilian barbecue place. You should try that.
Absolutely, try that shit. You can't go wrong with barbecue.
That sounds.
Until you go wrong with
that
it.
sounds good.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Me and my dad like to experiment and go try out like a lot of the local like restaurant places and stuff. Mongolian barbecue is always going to be like, if you find a good Mongolian barbecue place, it's amazing. You know?
I think there is. It might be a buffet, but there's only one Mongolian Mongolian anything place around here, and it's like an hour and a half away. So probably not worth it.
Because the thing about Mongolian barbecue is like, you pick out the ingredients and the sauces that go on it, and you make yourself your own little bowl, and then they cook it for you. And it's so much fun. And you can like experiment and make all sorts of good food.
Okay.
Everybody's talking about how, as a basketball fan, it annoys me that California gets 3 NBA teams. I don't understand that either. Get me.
Fuck yeah, sports.
Yeah, sports and...
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the Philip DeFranco show, or the shirt that he has for sports? It just says the word sports with an exclamation point on it on a shirt.
Yeah.
I kind of want to get one of those. I want to get one of those, but it seems like petty. I don't know.
No, I can see that.
Ethan F. understands my love for Mongolian barbecue. It's the best.
I
At
would
dinner
probably
time-
love it because I just love barbecue, but
At dinner time, you can make unlimited bowls of food, and it's great.
Okay.
Bomber,
Everything.
that looks like absolute gibberish to me. Guy, you choose to trade Boogie. Don't blame others for your failure. Pelicans getting 2-2 playoffs next year. I don't.
I don't
Is that
understand.
some kind of code?
That's sports. Yeah, Genghis Grill sucks. Yeah, I think I went to a Genghis Grill before, and it just soured my whole family's opinion on Mongolian barbecue for like years. But we found like a local place that does Mongolian barbecue, and it's the best. I think it's like a little family-owned thing.
Nice.
So like you
tip
find,
well, 'cause, yeah, they deserve
yeah,
that.
yeah, no, it was great. It's like one of my favorite places to go for like lunch or dinner. I've never gone there for dinner before, but I want to.
I also learned recently a friend of mine does not tip if they don't have waitresses or waiters or anyone that serves your food for you, busses your table, that kind of thing. I can't agree with this. That kind of mentality, I cannot agree with it. Like, I get it, but they're still doing things. Tip your server or whatever.
Yeah.
You get shit food. I can now attest to this. My burger was terrible. Like, she paid for the food, but it wasn't worth it. I got that burger for free, and it was terrible.
Oh. Barbie says sports is just like comics or anime. You can invest in the players and the storylines every year and want them to succeed. Yeah,
Okay, that's
but
fair, I suppose. Yeah, I can
It's the
understand why
comic-
people like sports. It just doesn't appeal to me.
yeah, it's the same reason why people like anything, really. But because you get invested in what's going on with it. But like comics and anime, some things are worse than others. So take that as you will.
Hey, plain vanilla ice cream. Fuck yeah.
You look like
Why
you're
even
having
go-
fun, Casey.
Why did I start doing this now for the stream? Good God.
You wanted people to watch you succeed? Honestly, you seem to be doing pretty well, so... keep it up, I guess. Go faster, by the way. Losing it. Losing it. Losing it.
He's losing it.
Bomber, I cannot feel your pain there. I don't have any sports fan friends. Oh no, I have one, but we're like more acquaintances than anything. He's just another fighter in my LARPing group.
You see, my family likes sports. My family likes sports, but my younger brother is really hard into sports and like UFC. But I indoctrinated him with Persona and anime early on, so I have something to talk about with him.
That'll do it. Also, Ethan summed up this very well. I like that this is basically just Slicer and Zero shooting the shit with us while Casey has a mild panic attack in the background.
Yeah, it's a chill stream, you know?
I hate you.
Chill for two of us.
It's slipping away. He saved it.
Well, that was like
Hate
30
you,
seconds
Zero.
again for
I
him,
hate
so...
I hate
Oh,
you
it's
so-
slipping away again. It's slipping away. It's slipping away.
Mushrooms.
Slipping away. It's starting to slip away now. Slipping away.
We're coming up on the 1 hour mark. Audience, would you like us to switch to Deadly Premonition? That is
Yes.
the other game that we were considering doing.
Yes.
I
please.
assume Casey wants us to switch. So you could be evil and say no, fuck that. Or you could watch some weird ass Deadly Premonition, because it's weird as fuck.
I like Deadly Premonition, and I watched the whole like Best Friends LP of it, so I know what's going on in it. But I think it'd be fun to just go through.
Bomber asked a very good question, actually. Off of sports, as someone who is trying to write a One Piece story, how do I best write a fight scene with characters that use guns?
Make them either really good with them or really bad with them.
It depends on... Okay, are they the type of characters who are going to use, like, gun fu? Or are they the type of characters who are going to, like, snipe at each other? Because you're either going to have it very action, very high intensity, or you're going to want to have them basically sniping each other and playing a massive chess game.
Greek guy's like, no, stay on.
Greek guy.
Yeah, Greek
He used to be my
guy's
favorite.
kind of betrayed you here. Like,
but Ethan F.
wants you to
and
stop.
that one guy want Deadly Premonition, so
Okay.
that's 2 against 1.
You my boys.
If Greek guy says yes, seriously, I actually feel sorry for O'Casey.
it's pretty unanimous, so you got, like, 5 minutes left. After this level, we can just switch.
Sweet.
Okay. So they're using rifles, but you're having them. You're struggling with them fighting non-gun characters. Thing with a rifle is that you can smack somebody with the butt of it. So there's that.
It's basically a staff if somebody gets too close. Or a very long stick. I mean, have them grab the butt of that thing and just beat the shit out of somebody. Or stab them, if it's got a bayonet on it.
I mean, if the person they're going against is awesome enough to be able to figure out where they're going to shoot by watching their eyes and their gun barrel and then dodging before they pull the trigger, that person's pretty cool. I mean, you can have, like, a sort of... It devolve into straight up, like, a brawl or having... Since they're using rifles, you can put bayonets on the end of it.
If the person that can dodge bullets, give the person with the gun the ability to wanted their own bullets and just curve them in the air. This is One Piece. That sounds like it would make sense. Sounds like something somebody could do.
This is
Or
my
get
special...
ridiculously good at leading a target. That's also a thing with observation haki and all that stuff.
Yeah. Oh,
Good
yeah,
point.
that's true. Observation hockey
See, I'm
is
still
actually
paying attention
really,
despite being really, really, really distracted.
But no,
Hey,
hockey
you did it!
is actually... like with like
Fuck.
the defensive hockey, like the one that makes you have to like it makes you turn like hardened and stuff. That defensive hockey blocks bullets probably, and that's one thing.
It is. It's armor as strong as your willpower, is what it is. So.
And plus, guns don't work against most people with devil fruits, to be honest.
It does seem like if you use a gun, there's definitely a glass ceiling. You hit pretty hard.
Yeah,
So.
unless your guns are unless your bullets are literally made out of sea stone prism.
So I need to read this aloud. Welcome to Cook for Love. Ready to meet some people who share similar interests in cuisine and fine dining? Then you've enrolled in the right dating website. This is Cook for Love, a program that partners up fantastic cooks with salivating diners.
Is this like that farming dating website just for farmers?
Maybe?
I forget the jingle, otherwise I'd sing it. That stuff is hilarious.
Okay. I don't know what's going to come of this. Honestly, no idea, because I stopped after this point before when I played this first time. But we'll see what happens.
What happens if you hit both triggers? Third option, I want to date both at the same time.
Doesn't your life feel like it's just a game sometimes? Ha 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 ha. Fourth wall joke. So we're stopping now, right?
Yeah. Bomber Sam says, I'm thinking of special guns that can overcome Logia and hockey users.
Sea stone bullets.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's literally the only way.
There's nothing that will overcome hockey users. You would just have to have the gunman using armament hockey on his bullets. That's the only thing you can do to hockey.
Yeah, and the only, like, if you're going against a Logia person and you have a gun and they don't know that your gun can hurt people with their Logia, they're not going to dodge. They're going to walk straight into it, and you're going to kill a hockey like a Logia person right there.
That is kind of why guns in the setting, they're gonna fall into a very obvious pattern. It's like you're not gonna be able to straight up fight someone. Probably not, anyway. It's gonna be sneaky kills and stuff like that.
Yeah. I do remember Bomber on Luke Cage where the dude had the bullet that drilled through Luke Cage's skin and exploded. I don't know. The thing about One Piece is it has both like super old tech and then super advanced technology in some parts of the world, depending on where it happens. So a bullet like that could exist.
It probably does exist. I mean, Don Krieg had hollow points, if memory serves, or something along those lines.
But at the same time, those bullets were ridiculously expensive to get a hold on in Luke Cage. So I don't know. Like if those are floating around in mass, then the whole setting becomes kind of screwed over. And for Logia, he's thinking of special liquid/bubble bullets that expand when they touch them and grow to surround them whole. What do you guys think?
That sounds like a very complicated solution to the problem.
Yeah, literally, sea stone bullets just simplify everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to do that, then that would be something I would expect to see on like a minor villain that can do something like that. And it turns out to not work because, you know, it's the kind of move that you use to show how strong the Logia user is. Because there's probably 1,000 ways around it.
Yeah. Like, would that liquid bubble bullet work on somebody who's like smoker? Like, how do you define when it hits contact with him? Because he's literally made of smoke. So, I don't know.
Alright, so we're going to cut the stream now, and we'll be back with another one in about, I'll say a couple minutes, it depends on how long it takes to set Deadly Premonition. So, yeah,
we're switching over.
Thanks for watching me lose my shit in the background while the other two just sort of talked to you guys. It was fun. Cinema
Yeah.
definition.
We can take up this conversation, Bomber, in a bit. So.
Bye, everybody. See you in a bit.